G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. I'm going to do a little bloom for you again, and I'm using the Art Class. Now, it's a top coat resin. It only has a very short work time. If you're doing like a top coat of a painting maybe, you know, with resin, then it sets up really fast. It's called Art Class 1 hour, and if you're in a class, you know, you can take it home with you. For me, for coasters, I really like the way it makes the 3D blooms. I just have to make sure I don't pour it too deep, because being a top coat resin, it doesn't like being too thick. And I might actually take a bit out. Just a thin coat, otherwise it sets up real quick. So for coasters, I can't unmold in an hour, but I can unmold in about 3 hours. It certainly is touch dry after an hour, but to unmold I need to wait about 3 hours, I have found, with this resin. So I'm going to get straight into this. I've just mixed the resin, poured it straight out. I've got 10 grams in here, and that's going to be for my white. But I want to get started dropping my inks. Oh, don't go over there, because the sooner you can drop it, the better, because then they spread. Gosh, I can never get these open. So some purple to begin with, the Let's Resin purple, and then the peach red, and then I'm going to go around with some yellow green. It's called yellow green. It's kind of a lime green, really. I thought it was a really pretty colour, and hopefully it'll go nicely with the pink and the purple. There we go. All right, let it do its thing. Now I'm using the Just Resin white. I don't know why those two aren't spreading as much. I'm just going to dip that in. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to wipe it, and then whatever's left on is going in my little cup, and that's all that I'm doing. Oh, I'll give that a stir. It's a pretty quick video when you're doing this particular resin, the Art Class. Going to get a wriggle on. I don't know why that's not spreading. Anyway, I'm just going to give this a bit of a swirl and blend those colours a little bit, like so. All right, that's just my little silicone stick. Righto, so now I am ready. See, it doesn't take long at all, does it? Let's get rid of that stick. And I'm going to start just dipping my stick in here into my white. The only problem with the thicker resin is, you know, you get more bubbles, but hopefully, what's that? Hopefully some of them will come to the surface and I can pop them. All right, so here we go. I'm going to make some petals. Actually, I'm not going to worry about stopping. I'm just going to keep going, because sometimes I stop and clean my little stick, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do it round and round. I don't mind if the colours blend a little bit. It's okay. It's more important that I get the resin, the white resin, into the coaster. I moved my, well, I'm packing and everything was sort of moving, and I think my table's not as level as it used to be. I've done a couple where everything's kind of shifted, so I got the level out again and made it level. So hopefully we're going to be all good this time around. So now I've got like apricot coloured resin left in here. I was kind of planning on having white on the outside, but that ain't happening. All right, now where's my little stick. I need to move that away from the edge. I don't like it touching the edges, because if the resin's stuck to the edge, it won't move. Like it won't be able to pull in as well from the outside if it's kind of stuck. Okay. Right, now I'm going to put a little bit more in the center. Dip that in there and then just do a swirl. There we go, that's enough. I think that's enough of a swirl, isn't it? I don't want to over swirl. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's working already. It's working already. I don't know how I got apricot around the outside. How did that happen? Try and break up some of these big blobs a little bit. And you put 10 grams in here, probably could have gone for 15, hey? But it's only one coaster. All right, stop fiddling, woman, leave it alone. It's pretty empty. All right, let's give it a torch. So you can see how fast you have to work with this resin. I find that I can only really do one coaster. Just cleaning that off, because by the time I've done this one and then move to the next one, the resin on this side has already set up. Well, not set up, but it's set up enough that we don't get the movement anymore, because it's the movement in the resin that makes the white resin bloom. Just cleaning up my mess. Clean up my little stick, so I can use him again. And the great thing with this particular resin, I can do another one. I can unmold this in 3 hours and do another one. So, yay! All right, now I've cleaned up everything. I'm going to bring you down for a bit of a close-up. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's blooming so nicely. I did one earlier on today. You won't see that video. It was a fail. Look, you know, you do one good one and one bad one. I think with this it's kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Or is it 2 steps back, 1 step forward? But anyway, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. The one that didn't work, that I did just this morning, it's blooming, yay! I poured it too thick. I think that's what must have happened. I've only got, I don't know if you can see. Can you see? I don't know if you can see. Anyway, half full coaster with this particular resin. I don't know if it's available overseas yet. I'm in Australia. It's called Art Class 1 hour. They are making bigger bottles of it. They just sent me the little samples. And I've packed my others because I have to move. And now I don't know where they are. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at my studio. Look. Everything's mainly off the shelf. Boxes. Boxes. More boxes. Oh, more boxes. And more boxes. Because they're gonna... Look at this. I've kept my mica powders out and a few paints. But everything else is packed up. Oh my gosh. So yes, I'm in the process of packing up. So I've got this little bit of area here between my table and the boxes where I can stand. But yes, I'll be packing up shortly. But look, it's blooming. I did actually want white petals on the edges, but that ain't happening. It's because I kept dipping my brush. Anyway, I think it's blooming beautifully. So I will see you in a few hours when it's time to unmold this gorgeous creature. Hopefully it's pretty on the inside. See you soon. So I waited for the next day to unmold just because I can get the natural light coming in from the window here. Otherwise, if I do it at night, you get this weird yellow hue on everything. You know what I mean when you're trying to film at night. So here we go, all set up. And let's get her out. A couple of little areas that I'm going to have to sand just there. Sometimes the white, when the white goes up to the edge, and then I tried to move it and it goes up over the side of the mold and catches. All right, there we go. It doesn't look very nice on this side, does it? But hopefully it'll look pretty on the other side. I'm just going to put my black little card there just so that we can have a little look. Where can I stand that I'm not in shadows? Oh, it's a good thing about having the light in the morning, but the shadows are annoying. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. My gosh, that is just gorgeous. Look at that. Wow, I was not expecting that. That is so pretty. We can see the purple, we can see the pink, we can see the yellow. I did kind of want white around the edges, but it doesn't matter. It looks gorgeous. I think having the white on the outside probably wouldn't have looked as good, hey? Love it. Let's see if I can come in for a bit of a close-up. Oh no, see, I lose the light when I come in. Look at that. It's so pretty. I love it. This resin is just amazing. Hopefully it'll be available worldwide soon. I'll push for it. Because you can do beautiful blooms without waiting. And you can do top coats. There's so much you can do with it. But I guess it's a bit limited because you can only sort of do one at a time. Because then you can't wait, you know. By the time you've done this one, the resin will have set up on the other one. But look, you can do one at a time. It's such a quick little process. All right. There's the shimmer on the top. Okay, so there it is. Oh, I love that. Let me know what you think of this one, you guys. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you real soon for the next video. Bye for now.